Hello, c'est moi. Welcome to my Sunday reset. Today, I will take you through how I prepare for a productive week, starting with my morning routine, of course, and some serious batch cooking to save time during the week. Let's dive in. My Sunday start with making the bed. It's a small habit, but this sets a positive tone directly for the rest of the day. Then first thing after that, I drink a glass of water to rehydrate and kickstart my metabolism. Since the sun was shining, I took advantage of the good weather to run a lot of laundry. While the machine was working, I took my vitamins, iron to be specific, and made myself a calming cup of matcha tea. Last night I made some homemade yogurt, so this morning I cleaned the containers and stored them in the fridge for the week. After finishing my morning essentials, it was time to get myself ready for the day. I started by picking a simple, comfortable outfit for Sunday. Once I was dressed and prepped, I hopped on my scooter, a little burst of freedom and fresh air as I made my way to church. Attending church on Sunday is a grounding ritual for me. It's a chance to reflect, give thanks, and start the week on a positive and centered note. Once back home, I started preparing rice in my bimby for the week. While the rice was cooking in a bimby, I took some time to tackle one of my favorite chores, folding the laundry. Yes, it's weird, but there's something so peaceful about the process. It's almost meditative. I started then by folding the dry clothes that were hanging from the previous day, carefully organizing them by category, t-shirt, short, before storing everything away in the closet. Taking each piece of clothing, smoothing it out, and neatly folding it feels like I'm bringing a little order to my day. For me, doing laundry isn't just about checking off a task, it's about taking a moment to slow down and find joy in the simple things. It's one of the chores that brings me a sense of peace and accomplishment, knowing everything is clean, organized, and ready for the week ahead. Perfect timing. Just as I finished, the rice was done as well. I stirred it in a Tupperware, ready for the week, and started preparing lunch for me and my husband. Sundays are all about simplicity, so I made us both avocado toast, but with a twist. Mine was paired with an omelette, while his had a fried egg. It's simple, delicious, and satisfying. Can you tell that my love languages are act of service and quality time? There is something so fulfilling about creating a meal with care, knowing it's something he will enjoy. By the way, what's your love language? I would love to know if it's similar to mine or completely different. It's such an interesting way to understand what makes us feel appreciated and loved. Of course, for me, never without my spicy sauce. Sharing a meal together, sitting side by side, and catching up, it's such a simple yet meaningful moment of connection. And for dessert, I just ate tangerines. After lunch, it was time to start batch cooking. If you are not familiar, batch cooking is preparing multiple meals in advance to save time during the week. It's a game changer for me, especially since I work in a hybrid format, 2 days in the office and the rest at home. So I started with breakfast prep, making Kiwi Donuts in the air fryer. Using these measurements, I was able to make 9 donuts in total, which works out perfectly as 3 portions for the week. Next on the list was a comforting veggie shepherd's pie. This dish is one of my favorite to prepare because it's both nourishing and packed with flavor. I started by peeling and boiling some sweet potato to make a creamy puree. Once they were cooked and soft, I mashed them, added a splash of milk to give the puree a smooth texture. For the base, I used TVP, which is an amazing plant-based substitute for ground meat. I cooked it together with finely chopped carrots, a sprinkle of mushroom seasoning powder to create a flavorful filling, and I add after some peas as well. Once the base was ready, I spread it evenly in a baking dish and topped it with the sweet potato puree, smoothing it out to cover every corner. And to finish, I sprinkled a generous handful of shredded cheese on top. The cheese will melt and turn golden in the oven, creating a delicious crust that ties the whole dish together. Next, I made homemade guacamole by mashing avocado with lemon juice and seasoning it with black pepper. Nothing easier, but definitely time saver. Then I sliced more sweet potatoes. Yes, I really love sweet potatoes, and seasoned them with garlic powder and oregano before air frying them into crispy fries. And it was already time for a little break. I enjoyed one of my homemade yogurt topped with Weetabix, kiwi, and a mix of seeds. Before diving to the last dish, a red lentil bread, I mixed eggs with natural yogurt, red lentils, and olive oil. Then I add some cream cheese or cottage cheese if you want, and some black olives. Once blended, I poured it into a rectangular mold, sprinkled with some flax seeds on top, and baked it in the oven. After all that cooking, my kitchen looked like a complete mess, but it was worth it. Seeing all the prepared dishes line up felt so satisfying. And that's it for today's Sunday's Reset. I hope you enjoyed coming along and found some inspiration for your own routines. Thankfully, I didn't have to cook dinner tonight since we ate at my in-laws. They treated us to fresh fish. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video, What I Eat in a Week, where I will show you how I use all this batch cooking to keep my week stress-free. See you next time!